Hello. How we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and I will be opening for you on this What's in the Box Wednesday, episode 41, the Washington Chronicles. This is a new product for us. Lots of historic cards. I'm not a history guy. But there's a lot of potential for pulling historic autographs, Thomas Jefferson's and stuff like that. It says historic DNA, and I don't know uh, how rare the rare cards are in this. There is, I am assuming, a regular set, and most of the cards are just going to be building the regular set. Um, 24. It says there are 240 cards. And it says odds on the back right here. 1 out of 125 packs has a Washington touched relic. 1 out of 21 packs has a GW family tree lenticular. So there are the odds on the back. There we go, of things to get. What it doesn't tell me is how many cards are in the set of the base set. But we will see. We're going to see what we get. I'm going to, we're going to get, and there's got a George Washington. It says right there, historic DNA. So we can get George Washington's DNA, and we can clone him. And then everything will be good. Everything will go back to greatness. All right, so here we go. Let me grab a scissors, which I didn't have because I'm unprepared. And let's get this show on the road. Now, normally, if you've watched the channel, you know that we pull out two packs to open on Instagram. I'm not going to do that with this. Our Instagram, as much as it would kind of be neat to open some of these on Instagram, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as opening the sports card. So we're not. We're going to open all of these packs here. This comes with a 2022 historic autographs, Washington Chronicles. I don't know if this is it's a book, maybe I'll have to look through it more offline, but my guess is it's kind of like a checklist, but they did a whole book instead of a checklist. And then this thing looks like it might be a poster. Yeah, a poster with, there's spots. The Washington Chronicle, George Washington family tree. That's what the GW family tree that I was reading off the box. If you get the whole family tree, you can put it on the poster. Mary Custis Lee, Robert E. Lee. This is a insert set, and you could build the whole thing and put it right on the, I guess you could put the cards right on the poster. If nothing else, it shows you the tree without the cards. So those are neat. We're going to take these packs, and we're going to take them out, put them right here. We're going to count the packs because it did say there were 24 packs, but they were sliding around. Yeah, they look like there's about 12 packs on each side there. So let's double check. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That's 24 packs. All right, good. All right, so here we go, guys. I'm kind of interested in this. This is going to be fun. You'll see what we get. Like I said, I'm not a history guy, so except for the autographs and stuff, I'm assuming the base set stuff I'm not really going to be that interested in. But we'll see. Oh, wow. Okay, so the first pack, and I don't know if every pack's like this or we just got something neat. Washington Chronicles Myth Cherry Tree. So the card is a myth of the cherry tree, but underneath that is a relic card type thing. Washington Chronicles GWCC10. George Washington. So let's take that box again. But you can see right there is a coin inside that card. GWCC. See, and now that is not, there we go, Washington coin card. If that's what that is, that's 1 in 550 packs. If that's what that is. First card. First pack. Commander of the Continental Army. Okay. The coin definitely moves in there. I can feel it. It like comes forward. I'm wondering if it can spin. It looks like it spins a little. If I could spin it so it's facing straight up. But Continental Commander Army Commander in Chief 2022 historic autographs. That is cool. That's a very cool card. It's not numbered, but still, it's a coin card. Right off the bat, you get something really cool. I do not have here at this location my relic card sleeves and top loaders, but we will get those from the other location, bring them here. But yeah, the card is card number 218, the myth of the cherry tree, and then it tells the myth of the cherry tree. So that's kind of cool. I can feel right now that none, well, not necessarily none, but this next pack is not as thick as that card itself was. I should have noticed. That was probably the best card we're going to get, and we got it in the first pack. But that is kind of exciting, so makes me feel a little better about these cards. Yeah, looks like the rest of these are now just cards from that set. That was card number 218. This is card number 11. Letter writing by Washington. It's just a card of one of Washington's letters. The Washington Chronicles. Edward Braddock. Number 31. The Great Dismal Swamp. Depending on how many cards are in the set and how close, what's probably going to happen, depending on, well, whether Stu wants them or not. If Sugar White decides he wants to keep all the cards or all the singles at least, I will put the set together as much as I can put as we have, and we'll see how many are missed. If he's not interested, same thing will happen, and it'll just go to the store, and I probably will buy another box to try to complete the set and see what other kind of cool cards we get as well. Evacuation of Fort Lee. Here we got Lila British General William Howell's dog. Jean Anton Houdon. Here's the Naval Act of 1974. Washington's death. This was a comic book. This would be worth more. Death of a character. It being among my first wishes to see some plan adopted by which slavery in this country may be abolished by slow, sure, and imperishable degree. George Washington in 1786. Guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism. Very cool. The cards are cool. If you're into history, they're ultra cool. Even if you're not into history, there's some coolness to them. The way they are, like what I mean by that, I guess I should show you. Here's the card, and you probably can see it if I tilt it the right way. But this part is kind of glossy, where his head is, and the rest of it is paper, and it's just like the way they did it. The gloss goes all the way up. The numbers printed on top of it, but it's around it. It's a nice printed card. I enjoy looking at it. This says 1 of 699. I wonder what that's about. See, this one doesn't have a number. This is a numbered card. 1 of 699. And if you look, the rest of these are all red. This one's gold. So they may make these gold as numbered cards. I wonder if any of the other ones were gold and I just didn't notice. Red, red, red. They're all red. So this gold card here is a numbered. I bet there's a 207 that's red. This was 202. It's probably the part of the set where there are quotes, famous quotes. But this one, because it's gold instead of red, is numbered 1 of 699. On top, and not only is it a number card, but it is number 1. Interesting. All right, next pack. You know what? Let's sleeve that one and stick it with the coin. I'm not sure that there's anything special about it. Stuff that we will try to look into going forward. All right, back to all right. This one is Formal Schooling of George Washington. The Battle of Monongahela. Fonse's Tavern. Declaration of Independence. Moulin House. Mules of Mount Vernon. Jay Treaty, 1796. Tapophobia. What is tapophobia? Suffer from the fear of being buried alive. Oh, well, I do too. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep to the slaughter. And here's another gold. Also says 1 of 699. So I'm assuming what they mean by 1 of 699 is they all say there are 699 of them that say 1 of 699. They're not individually numbered 1 and 2 and 3, but all 1699 just says 1 of 699 on it. It is better to be alone than in bad company. But again, we will look. It's essentially a parallel. 699 is not a rare number. I also, when you compare it to sports cards, I have to assume that the number of cards or number of packs printed are a lot short. It's a much smaller amount than a Panini or a Topps major brand, and thus getting 1 of 699 is probably the equivalent of getting like 1 of 2,000, 3,000, because it's a lot easier to get 1 of 699. Sally Carey Fairfax. 7-Year War. John Hancock. Battle of Brandywine. West Point. James Madison. Anthony Wayne. That's Batman's grandfather. Just joking. The Washington Monument. It's better to offer no excuse than a bad one. And then, yep, it looks like there's one parallel in each box, and they all say 1 of 699. So, Little Hunting Creek. So I'm not gonna keep sleeving every single one of these if there's one in every pack. And the only pack there wasn't one in was the one with the coin card, obviously. All right, we have Lawrence, Washington. Fort Necessity. Fort Necessity. Trying to read stuff upside down. France in the Revolutionary War. Annis Bonnet Stockton. Winter encampment at Valley Forge. American Foxhounds. Battle of Fallen Timbers. Cheating Death. Be courteous to all, but intimate with few, and let those few be well tried before you give them your confidence. I agree. Then we got the Mount Vernon Distillery, 1 of 699. All right. All right, we got Ferry Farm, Washington Capture, Blue Skin, Thomas Paine, Marquise de Lafayette. We got Tobias Lear, Neutrality Proclamation, the Washington Slaves. Every post is honorable in which a man can serve his country. And then this last card is not one of those 1 of 69, but it looks to be Chrome Soldier Washington, 1 of 199. Again, I don't know how to figure out what everything is. That is definitely rarer than the 1 to 699. I'm gonna guess. Nope. No clue. Yep, don't know what that one is. All right, we'll keep going though. Keep going. All right. Here we got Betty Washington Lewis, the Battle of Jumonville Glen, Thomas Jefferson, Kidnapping General Washington, Horatio Gates, Treaty of New York, the Fugitive Slave Act of 1793. That one's number 165. That's the highest one. Oh, here we go. 183. Allen and Seditions Act. We're approaching 198. We're in the 200 range. Yep, this one was 199. So the quotes are at the 200 range. So I'm willing to bet there's about 200 cards in the set. And with 24 packs with 10 cards in each pack, 240 cards, we could be real close to this set. I mean, obviously, we got to remove the variations, and then there will be some dupes. So we're not going to get them all, but this is going to be a decent amount of it. It's better to be alone than in bad company. And then the gold is Washington's farewell address, which is weird because it's like it's got there's something should be in there. I would think, but I guess not. All right, here we go. We got Francis Swamp Fox Marion. We have the French and Indian War, Timothy Pickering, Oliver Wolcott Jr., Battle of White Marsh, Turo's Synagogue, Jefferson Republican Party, Gadsby Tavern, George Washington on horseback, and the Washington Chronicle Militia Acts of 1792, the gold card. I'm a little saddened that the first card we got was that coin card, because that was pretty badass. That was a nice card. All right, we got the George Washington House, Barbados. Interior design by Washington. The American Revolutionary War. Battle of Harlem Heights. Charles Cornwallis. Cabinet of Advisors, Bill of Rights. Okay, so now I'm seeing, I noticed this was 197, and this one's 196. But those other ones were 198, 199, and I just assumed that the quotes were, so I don't know if those quotes are their own subset or if, it could be a lot more than just what I was thinking, 200 cards. This one's 211. Myth, Battlefield Victories, and our gold card, Battle of Montegella. We've already got this in the base, and now we have it in the parallel. So yeah, there's definitely going to be some research onto how many sets and how they go in order, because I haven't seen an actual number repeated that I'm aware of. Not that I think I would notice. But with my history in cards and how sets are built, the fact that you have two quote cards as 89 and 99, 189 and 199, but then 196 and 197 be two completely different styles, and then I know there are other quote cards, unless the rest of those quote cards were 200 and on and I just didn't notice it, they seem a little off on how they built the set. Formal schooling of George Washington. We got James Craik, Alexander Hamilton, Summer Seat. We got Nelson. Oh, there we go. Washington Touched Relic. This one I saw on the box back there. So let's get this in there. There is a Grand Union flag. To view this document in its entirety, visit the document library on our website, number 54 of 80. Congratulations, you received a piece of a document that George Washington touched during his lifetime. There's a piece of the document, no writing. We didn't get any of the writing, but we got a piece of the document. This is a Washington Touched Relic, 1 out of 125 packs. Very nice. I'm going to try to put it in a top loader, but if it might be a little tight because of the relic. And if it is, I'm not going to, oh no, it fits pretty well. I was going to say, I'm not going to force it in there if that's the case, but. All right. Very cool. All right, back to the rest of this. So we are still getting stuff, so that's something. We got the North Carolina First Bank of the United States. That's Nelson. We already did that one. And $1 bill. All right, so this is cool. I don't know how much this box cost, but there's definitely several. Unless we got a really good box, there's definitely several special cards per box, as well as obviously the set. Madeira. We got Martha Patsy Park Custis, Benedict Arnold, Fort Lee. We got the Society of Cincinnati, Thanksgiving Proclamation, Coinage Act of 1792, Oni Judge, Myth, Washington Slept Here, and there's another one of those Chrome Nelson cards, 8 of 49. Let's check the other Chrome card because I think the numbers were higher. So this one, actually, this was 1 of 199. This one's 8 of 49. And this one is actually numbered, whereas these are just 1 of. One of many. This one is definitely a different type. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what the parallels are on the box or anywhere else. I'll have to go look to see if I can find that stuff out. But still, um, I'm not sure that. I mean, it's neat that there are parallels in it, but I'm not sure how much the parallels really matter. I like the flag of the part of the document. I like the coin. Those are cool. The parallels of just these regular cards, and well, whatever. It makes them rare. That's what they've got another one in this one. It's rare, but I mean, how much do you really care about getting a Chrome version of Nelson card? I guess if you're really into this, maybe. All right, Washington Estate. We got John Jackie Park Custis, Alexander Hamilton. That's a dupe. Battle of Fort Washington. We got the Newburgh Conspiracy. North Carolina. I think we already got that one as well. There's Vermont. We got the Northwest Indian War. The myth, silver dollar across the Potomac. Is there a silver dollar across? I don't know what the myth is. I've never heard that one. And then we got one of these gold Great Seal of the United States, number 96. This is the one of 199, so this is like the first one, not like the second one we found. But still, that one, again, that one's a little cooler than those other ones that are just Nelson or whatever. Although if you know Nelson, maybe that's your favorite historical figure. Who am I to say? All right, we got Freemason Washington, Martha Custis Washington, Commander-in-Chief, Battle of White Plains, Defeat and Surrender at Yorktown, Judiciary Act of 1789 is the first Bank of the United States again. Treaty of Greenville. Myth, he wore a white wig. Apparently he didn't. And a new gold card in Mount Vernon Plantation. Number 12 in the set. All right, that one there was the halfway point right before that last pack. So we're in the second half now, where that was pack 13. This is pack 14 of 24. Here we go. We have Soldier Washington, which is what we have, one of those 1 of 99 chromes or whatever. George Washington Wedding. Paul Revere. Battle of Pell's Point. Francois Joseph Paul de Grasse. Federal Hall. Whiskey Tax. Pinckney Treaty of San Lorenzo. Look, it's Florida. I'm right there. Myth, White House. The White House is a myth, guys. George Washington never lived in the White House. Washington selected the site for the White House in 1791, but took 8 years to build, so President John Adams and his wife were the first to move in. Ah, interesting. And then interior design by Washington. We have this one before, but now this is the gold version, 1 of 699. It'd be really cool if they were numbered, 2, 3, 4, and we just happen to have all the ones. And no, there's no way that we just happen to have all the ones, but there is a way that instead of separating them, that someone else got all eights and someone else got all sevens, and we just happen to get the box with ones in it. That's the only way that would actually work. George Washington's birthday, Rushford, Washington. Continental Congress, Battle of Pell's Point, Rochambeau. We got a good card here. That's a nice one. I don't know what that is. The Washington Chronicles FTML. Mary Ann Rudolph Custis was George Washington's step great granddaughter. She married Robert L. Lee, who became the Confederate general during the Civil War. She was painter and gardener. She taught slaves that she owned how to read and write. She believed that they should eventually become emancipated, but she did not grant them freedom during her lifetime. Number 53 of 99. See if I can figure out FTML, what that means. ML is going to be Mary Lee, her name. So what is FT? Family tree. I'm going to say that's the family tree lenticular. That's what the type of card is a lenticular card. And it's just 1 in 21. The fact that this is our first one is kind of... But I think that's what this thing is for if you wanted to do the family tree with the what's it called? But still, those lenticular cards are pretty cool looking. Oh, and then we got the Thanksgiving Proclamation again at the bottom. Yeah, I'm a fan of lenticular cards. Growing up, we saw those a lot in like Marvel sets and stuff like that. Comic book sets, a lot less than sports cards, but yeah, I like the lenticular cards. All right, here we go. Continuing on, we got the rules of civility, and decent behavior. Benjamin Franklin, Patrick Henry, Battle of Princeton, William Howe, Constitution is effective, USS Constitution, Charles Washington. We got another quote. There is nothing which, and this is 205, so maybe that's just where it starts. It's 198 or 197. No, 198 and 199. There is nothing which can better deserve our patronage than the promotion of science and literature. Knowledge is in every country the surest basis of public happiness. And then Henry Lee Gold parallel. All right. Here we go. These are I will say these are interesting, especially chasing the special stuff, the lenticular and the coins and all that. There's one in this. This one's got something. You can see there's a fat card in there. We're going to pull the back card to the front. The myth of Washington was Catholic. Washington was apparently not Catholic. Washington converted to Catholicism on his deathbed. Francis Swamp Fox Marion. We got the Washington Dogs. Thomas Jefferson. And then we got another touched relic. No, this one has dirt in it. Germantown Battlefield dirt relic. There's dirt in there. It's a dirt relic. October 4th from Germantown. GW, George Washington GT. GWGT. Yeah, historic dirt relic, 1 in 29. So GW is George Washington and GT is for Germantown. But yeah, there's a lot of... one of these boxes has a decent amount of relics in it. You're never going to put the relic set together buying boxes like this, but you'll find some neat stuff. I don't know the resale value. I don't know how much people are searching for this stuff, but still, it is kind of cool. Definitely cool. All right, we got horseback riding. William Bradford, Samuel Adams, the Battle of Assunpink Creek, the Battle of Monmouth, Constitutional Convention 1787, Whiskey Rebellion. That probably comes right after the whiskey tax. Confederate General Robert E. Lee. Number 204, human happiness and moral duties are inseparably connected. Happiness and moral duties. And then James McHenry, Gold Parallel. All right, got 6 left. Still got some time here. We can hit something else. I feel it. We got at least one more neat insert coming. At least one more neat insert. Not in this pack, though. Well, not necessarily. They don't all have to be thick. All right, we got Mount Vernon Plantation. We got James Cook, Crayak, Physician General of the United States Army. Okay. We have the Little Hunting Creek. Here's the seal of the United States in its base card. We have the Battle of Quinton's Bridge. John Jay. The Slave Trade Act of 1794. Washington Burial Site. A new coach dog arrived for the benefit of Madame Moose. Her amorous fit should therefore be attended to. Okay. And this one is a 1 of 199 chrome turned down by the British Army. Turned down for what? All right, we have Pope's Creek Plantation. We have Bushrod, Washington. Nathaniel Greene. James McHenry. Battle of Germantown. Which, Battle of Germantown, we got dirt from Germantown. That's one of the cards we got. Resident Act of 1790. Militia Act 1792. That's a dupe. Mount Vernon Distillery. I believe that's a dupe as well. Myth, Washington was Catholic, is definitely a dupe. And then the Resident Act, which we got in this pack, we now got the parallel for as well. Well, since it's here, let's double check the numbers. Yep, the numbers are the same. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't making an assumption that it was just a parallel of the same card. For all I knew, there was a gold set at the end that was, the numbers were higher, and I was making assumptions. So now I'm sure. All right. We got Washington's Religion. Ice cream. Ice cream, guys. We got the ice cream card. Henry Lee. Somerset. Somerset. Battle of Paoli. We got the Naturalization Act of 1790. We got Kentucky, guys. We have Kentucky. Athenaeum Portrait. Myth, buried in the Capitol Crypt. Apparently, he's not buried in the Capitol Crypt. And then we got the Rules of Civility and Decent Behavior Chrome card, 14 of 49. This is not the 199. This is the 14 of 49. Now, let's quickly just check. We got, this was 8 of 49. This was 5 of 99. This was 490. Oh, the dirt one, there was actually 775 of those. So we got they're always 14 of, they're always a 49. One is 14, one is 8, and one is 53. So we definitely did, they're definitely jumping all around, and that's fine. That's what we're hoping for. If they all said the same thing, then it'd be a little suspicious. All right, guys, home stretch, final 3 packs. Starting off with card number 3, George Washington himself. I wonder what 1 and 2 are. We've seen, we got something else here. Oh, no. This one is peanut soup. We got peanut soup to go with our ice cream. Then we got Henry Knox, smallpox, resignation from the army, Copyright Act of 1790, first presidential veto, Treaty of Tripoli, Myth, the Cherry Tree, and the Golden Eagle of Society of Cincinnati, gold parallel. All right, here we go. Number 2. We've gotten this before. George Washington's birthday. We got Whiskey Cake, Sir Henry Clinton, Battle of Trenton, Treaty of Paris, the Inauguration, Election 1792, Tennessee. Now we have Tennessee to go with Kentucky and Vermont. Myth, ask Betsy Ross to sew flag. She did it on her own, I guess. And the Siege of Yorktown. Siege of Yorktown. All right. Final pack here, guys. Let's see what we get. Hopefully something really good. Well, we didn't get a relic, so there's the birth of George Washington, card number 1. We got pancakes. Hoe cakes, as they call them here. Hoe cakes. Edmund Randolph. We have the Battle of Ironworks Hill. The Golden Eagle of Society of Cincinnati. We got that in a chrome card or a parallel. Now we have it here. We have Christopher Sheets. Non-partisanship. Washington Farewell Address. Myth about the wooden teeth. And then our gold parallel is the Battle of the Clouds. All right. Now, I left the gold parallels in the stack. I didn't do anything special with them. Let's quickly look at these cards, the inserts worth noting. First, we have the Washington Chronicles Soldier Washington of 199. We have the Great Seal of the United States of out of 199. We have the Turned Down by the British Army out of 199. Those are the 3 out of 199 cards we got. Then we got out of 49, we've got, and you can kind of see these have like a goldish tint to them or a bronze tint to it, and this has a silver tint to it. And these are out of 49, the Rules of Civility and Nelson. And then this one's out of 99 actually, not 49, is the George Washington Family Tree Lenticular card. Then with the final 3 cards, we got the Dirt from Germantown, which is out of 775. I really wish that was out of lower number, but It's got a patch of dirt from Germantown, 1777. We have the touched relic. It's a Grand Union flag with a little piece of paper right there that apparently is part of a document he touched. There's the document. You can go online. You can scan that code and it'll show you the full document on their website. But it's probably one of these parts that he didn't write in. You can see there's a little bit of the darker color of the patch. So it's one of the folds. It's at one of the folding points. So, but still, that's a cool card. And then, of course, the first card we opened, the very fat coin card, Commander, Continental Army Commander-in-Chief. Again, not numbered, but it's number 10, GWCC card. Coin card is what it is. George Washington coin card. So, one box, and we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 different inserts. Not to mention that every pack that didn't have one of these in it had a gold parallel. It's actually a pretty good box. I don't know what the price was. It was just sent to me to open, but I'll have to look into it because that's pretty cool. That's some cool stuff, and I'm sure if they were graded and had a good price on them, or if you just had them sleeved or top, what are they called with the magnetic one touch. I'm sure someone would have interest in these, and you could probably fetch it at a decent price. I don't know if you could get the box back. You very rarely do, but it is really cool. All right, guys, that is going to be it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this break. We are going to be doing Pro Set Platinum next week. That will be number 43, episode 43. We'll see you next week then. If you are watching on YouTube, click like or subscribe. Like and subscribe. Do them both. Help us out. Click like and subscribe to help us with the analytics. And feel free to check out our other videos. You can join our Facebook or Discord groups where we do a lot of sports card or sports just in general. Right now, a lot of our discussion in one of our Discords is about a fantasy football draft that we're currently going through. We're doing a draft as we speak. So join us to be part of the community. We'll see you there. You can find all that information in the description down below. And we'll talk to you later.